the first to know Nsem-Pii.
Lawyer Paul Admochre and some dear BCC, Nina say, the Ecoson say, where and to qua echoes were the northern regional. Refugees abem na prekopa yanko so refugees nkwanya edo wan Côte d'Ivoire Muntaka Mubarak ede na ekosi Côte d'Ivoire and the say Ghana the whole Ghana enjo enti na say empo se northern region ka kran nto kwesi na oba southern part oba Kumasi oba Greater Accra okobunu mama ndi ho muntimi enset up the refugee camp. Nina said the COVID center na na wo ho no enti yentimi fa nipa ngugu ama afi de Côte d'Ivoire for ene be host Ghana's refugee anase nipa omonya ahawo no kakra na ase we die Muntaka Mubarak antwaye Minister for Interior antwaye na foreign minister so de na wo kan fa Sami Okujato Ablakwa na ase agoro no wo mani so too much ase munhu de sesamoye na we de anodin Ghana edwo baby kito bi ndwo e de sequence mo forward flow na no coffee center wo Kumasi Accra bon ahafo eni sansa miairi nyina na mpo masopla modern dan se wo ngu Côte d'Ivoire no mo refugees e wo Côte d'Ivoire we de edwuma no manhunu bo monsan ko mo kina mo mre bi na yade ense emfata etifo enko ningo ti lawyer Paul Admochre emro dis ansemi etudwamra.
Why was talking and he said binary clashes over 13,000 Ghanaians in Côte d'Ivoire as refugees is attributed to Muntaka. Mubarak Muntaka says 13,000 Ghanaians are in Côte d'Ivoire as refugees. But Ghana is a peaceful country. But if there's war in Gonja land, they are our brothers. The people in Gonja, they are brothers and sisters. Why are they going to Côte d'Ivoire? Why can't governments find a way to bring them to Accra? We have all these COVID centers that we set up. We no longer have COVID. All these COVID centers we set up, can we not clean the COVID centers up and have the people of Gonja come in and give them food whilst we solve it? Why are they in another country, Côte d'Ivoire? What is happening? I mean, many people have called me. They are very upset about this story. Why are Ghanaians running away from northern Ghana to Côte d'Ivoire? Yes, Côte d'Ivoire is nearer. Everybody understands that. But why can't the government find a way to bring them to Kumasi, Accra, Takrady, Ho, Tema? We are here. There's no war here. Everybody's fine here. What is the point? We have NADMO. We have buffer stock. They are all agencies of state that can support our people. Why do our Gonja brothers and sisters go to Côte d'Ivoire? What are they doing in Côte d'Ivoire? Ivory Coast has confirmed that there are 13,000 Ghanaian refugees. Is that not going to undermine our international credibility? Minister of Foreign Affairs, Samuel Ablakwa, where are you? Why are our friends, our brothers and sisters in Côte d'Ivoire? Bring them to Accra. We have COVID centers here. Bring them. We'll give them food to eat. We'll give them rice. We'll give them oil. We'll give them mackerel. We'll give them sardine. Why are you putting Ghanaians in Côte d'Ivoire? What is the problem in Ghana? Yes, there's a problem in Gonja and that can be solved with a quick, very soon. You had 5,000 soldiers in Akwetia, 5,000 policemen in Akwetia. My friend Richard Jakpa was in Akwetia. Richard Jakpa is from Gonja. There's war in Gonja. Richard Jakpa was not in Gonja. He was in Akwetia. There is my friend Richard Jakpa. I love his dark glasses though. You should tell him that he should send me one. He was in Akwetia with police people. And we didn't know that our brothers and sisters in Gonja were in Côte d'Ivoire begging for food. There is some food in Accra. It's not so much, but there is some food in Accra. There was a lot of food shared in Akwetia by both the NDC and the MPP. Why are we having Ghanaians in Akwetia, in Côte d'Ivoire? Why? I don't understand it. It's my imagination. They can go to Côte d'Ivoire because they are running away from the battle, but we should go to Côte d'Ivoire and airlift them, bring them to the Kotoka International Airport, send them to the Elwak Stadium, put the COVID things up, and let Ghanaians go there and see them. And tell Ghanaians that if you are going to work or you close from work at the Elwak Stadium, you have mackerel, you can bring it. We are helping our brothers from Gonja. There's war there. They have to flee from their home. Is that not what nationhood is about? What is why? The Minister for Interior, when he said that, did he say something more? I thought he was going to say that there are 13,000. We are making arrangements to bring them back home. They will be in Accra. They will be in Kumasi. So if you are in your neighborhood and the road is blocked or something like that, know that we are putting up tents for our brothers and sisters who are from Gonjaland, who have had to flee the conflict and all of that. Whilst the conflict resolvers deal with the conflict resolution, they are Ghanaians. School has reopened. What is this? The children must go to school. There are plenty public government schools in Accra. They can organize teaching for them. Leadership must come into play. Leadership must come into play. Let's not have our people in Ivory Coast begging for food. There is food in Kumasi. There's food in Accra. There's food in Kintampo. There's food in Ho. There's food in Dadeso. There's food there. Why are we doing that? Why do we do that? It's so sad. So a Ghanaian is sitting in Cote d'Ivoire and every morning UN will come and they have some ladder and they give him cocoa. Then you take his... Why? I don't know why. Viewers, you can ask the questions. I don't know. I'm not sure why this is happening, but you can ask the questions. Anyway, it's 5 minutes past the top of the hour, 10 o'clock. Let's hope that by the time we come back on Tuesday, this Cote d'Ivoire story is completely dealt with. I saw this story. President Mahama touts Ghana's cedi as world's best performing currency in Japan. That's true. That's true. By the time President Mahama was in Japan, the currency was the world's best. Then moments later, says Ghana's cedi now the world's worst performing currency, Bloomberg. These Bloomberg people, who told them that they should be telling us about our cedi? Do they spend cedi? The Bloomberg people, do they spend cedi? The other day when Akufo-Addo was complaining about the international ratings and Africa should get its own rating, we were shouting at him that he's too short and this and that. And he has chopped cathedral money and he's chopping money and he's aching mafia. And we said all those things about Akufo-Addo. Akufo-Addo was making the point that, look, these international agencies that don't sit in our country, they don't know what we know. They don't feel what we feel. They will sit in New York and they will say, Ghana is +2. Ghana is -0. Ghana is this, that. He alleged that if they have companies here, they do some work, you don't pay them. They tell the agency, Ghana is plus something. And that's what they are doing. NDC people were laughing at Akufo. They say he's too short, so he cannot see, so something. Look at what they've done. How can Ghana move from, what date is this? Where is the date? 20th August, President John Dramani Mahama, speaking in Japan, quotes the same Bloomberg. Mahama touts Ghana's cedi as world's best performing currency. It's not an analysis that John Mahama himself did. It's an analysis that Bloomberg did. And they reported on it that Ghana's currency is the best performing. Today, September 4 or so, then they come back and say, Ghana's cedi now world's worst performing currency. From August to September. You are talking about the whole world of 100 and something countries. Ghana can move from number 1 up to number 0. Go and take stone. Go and give it to Akufo-Addo. Go and take stone. Find stone. Go and pick stone. And say, Nana, Boni. Akufo-Addo said it. That let's forget about these rating agencies and build our own. Oh, they say he's too short. It's just it's that. He should clear off. He's mismanaging the economy. Have you seen what has happened? They will do this to us until we go and resurrect Kwame Nkrumah from the grave that Akufo-Addo built for him beautifully at the Accra place there. And let him come and say again that we will get independence to show that after all, the black man is capable of managing his own affairs. Akufo-Addo said it. So me tomorrow, I'll take my stone from here. I will drive to Laboni, Akufo-Addo's office. I'll go and knock at his door. I will see Niteko Tego. I will push him out of the way. I will go to Akufo-Addo's office. He will ask me that, what am I doing here? I'll say, Nana, this is your stone. He will ask me that, what's the stone for? I said, when you said that we should get our own rating agencies and we were all shouting at you, this is your stone. Now the rating agencies in 3 weeks have moved Ghana from the best performing currency to the worst performing currency. NDC, have you seen? Have you seen it? Please, there's an Akufo-Addo photograph where the NDC have been using where he's doing this. If you get it, if you have it, give it to me. NDC, have you seen what they've done to you? Me, I'm not going to celebrate it. That's NDC. No. We are talking Ghana and we are talking Africa. And we are talking the renaissance of Africa and the independence of Africa. You see what Bloomberg have done? President Mahama was talking about it in Japan to international people. And I'm sure the Bloomberg people heard it. They say, oh, don't mind, we'll fix him. Let him say what he wants. We'll deal with him. And they are dealing with us. Are we going to sit down for them to deal with us every day? Rawlings came and said, we no go sit down, make the cheaters every day. No! They are still cheating us after shouting. The game is not about shouting. The game is about thinking to be able to develop systems that support our development. That's the game. It's thinking to be able to develop systems that support our development. Not this one. President Mahama says CD is the best performing. Look at it. 2 days later, Ghana's CD is the worst. Bloomberg. CD has moved from 11 to $1 to 13 to $1. Oh, Ghana is the worst performing. Bloomberg. This is going to go out to investors. Investors are going to review their something about Ghana. We are going to move from B to B minus and all that. When nothing has changed here, our cocoa is producing, our gold is producing, our economy is working, nothing has changed. But they are going to give verdicts that then undermine investor confidence. This is what happens. This is what Akufo-Addo was cautioning us about. That let us stop these things. Let's get our own rating agencies. A word to the wise is enough. How did Ghana cedi go from being the best performing currency to the worst in just 3 months, despite $1.4 billion injection by BOG and 250 million weekly from Ghana Gold Board? And she says, we are all involved. Akufo-Addo Kanyo, he said, these rating agencies, they will do you the damage. NDC said he's too short. He is doing Aban Bonnie. He should clear off. Aban Papa is coming. You see what Bloomberg have done? Agusa, thank you. Thank you. Don't worry. We are all involved. But we are going to build this nation, viewers. This nation, we'll build it. Oh, don't worry. We'll build it. We'll build it in a massive way. It's going to work. It's going to work. We'll build it. 10 minutes past 11. 11 minutes past 10, rather.
You want my opinion, you want my legal opinion, you want an opinion from the heart and the mind and the soul and the spirit. No, she didn't. She didn't. And there were also other things which in the latter part of the proceedings also happened, which you know, I don't even know how to put it, but they were very unbecoming. One, a process that is supposed to be purely in camera, and that expression in camera has been defined by the Supreme Court, and that definition still remains, right? That from the complaint all the way till the president speaks at the end of the matter. It's all what? It's all to be treated as part of the same thing. It comes under the same cover of in camera, and therefore is supposed to be confidential. So you can imagine the umbrage that I felt to receive on social media some social media thing somebody had sent to me, where the fact of which I am not in the least bit ashamed, and if I had to do the same again, I will. The fact that I had gone to give evidence before the committee was on social media. How did that get there? And it was not only myself. So and 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 so. I'm not going to repeat that. I won't use the word that came on my lips. I'm not going to repeat that unbecomingness by even mentioning the names that were mentioned. Isn't somebody entitled to have witnesses on their behalf. And then to come to think of it, then I thought, yeah, but we don't even know who gave evidence on behalf of the petitioner. So why is it that those who gave evidence for on behalf of the respondent, why should we be thrown to the rabid dogs? Because there has to be some not very noble motivation for that. And when it says that they from quote and unquote sources close to the committee, oh really, that is so sad and it's so pathetic. And then on Sunday somebody sends me another thing where somebody's going on and on and on and on and going on about the legal submissions that had been filed on behalf of the petitioner. Really? Why? What's the game? What's going on? I felt sad. And I've been, even that in itself made me sad. Have we come to this in this country where a process, the most important thing in every process, whether it is a formal judicial process or it is the most informal process, such as, let's say, ADR discussions and all that, where something is supposed to be confidential, it has to be kept.
But to the extent that the Supreme Court has determined that if there is a breach of the in-camera rule, it does not invalidate the process, should that still be of concern? That
does not matter. I'm still talking about it. Just because it doesn't breach it, it breaches the letter. It breaches the letter of the Constitution, does it not? That it should be confidential. I'm not saying it therefore means anything, but all I'm saying is that for me, it puts an unpleasant aroma onto the procedure, because process integrity is exactly that which is demanded of the most humdrum, the most mundane inquiry, let alone an inquiry into whether or not a Chief Justice should be removed or not.
Outside of that concern, what other matters constitute the basis for your conclusion that you don't believe she got a fair trial?
No, I didn't say she got. Maybe what I meant is she got. After all, it wasn't a trial, even though it was handled as though it was a treason trial.
Why do you say so, my lady?
Because that's how I feel. Because that is how I feel.
Quite feisty. Justice Sophia Kufu, former Chief Justice and member of the Council of State, one of those who went into the hearing to testify for Justice Tokonu. She said something else in another video by TV3. This is what she said.
She should take heart that God sees. And sometimes when you go through certain things which you think have brought you to the end or to your knees or something like that, that could be far from the truth. And there could be bigger, better, and greater things that the Lord has in store for her. That is what I will tell her, and that is what I'm going to send to her as a text message. Because when you're a believer, things happening today, they've happened. So you look to God and you move on and you allow God to manage.
When you're a believer, are you a believer? My dear viewer, are you a believer? 4 minutes to the top of that. Let's take our final round of